Hey, did you know that with current AI tools you can already fully automate your Instagram Reels? It means that you can use your personal AI avatar to automatically summarize the articles, the news, or whatever you wanted to say. As well, you can add automated AI animations to be merged to the main video and automatically uploaded to Instagram Reels, so you don't have to do anything. It means that you can use this workflow for any profession you would like. Either you are a doctor, or you are an accountant, or you are a lawyer. So today I'm going to show you a simple workflow on how to achieve this. Before we begin, let me show you an example of my personal avatar talking about AI news. Here is my test Instagram account where I uploaded several videos of my personal AI avatar talking about the news, and let's check out one of those videos.
Hey friends, Google Cloud just dropped its AI Business Trends 2025 report revealing how AI is said to revolutionize businesses. Key highlights include multimodal AI, which will process text, images, and video, making interactions more seamless and accurate. The emergence of sophisticated AI agents is also noteworthy, as they'll streamline workflows and enhance customer-centric marketing strategies. And now what's below.
As you could see, it actually also creates this automatic captions for me with the hashtags, and all I did is only uploaded a blog post from Google about AI trends in 2025. So let's now dive into actual automation. Here I'm using make.com, and don't worry, this process is very simple, and I'm going to actually upload the make.com scenario in the description under this video. So you can actually just copy and paste and connect all your accounts to this workflow. I'm going to show you the most important aspects of this workflow. The rest of them are pretty straightforward, but if you do have any questions, please comment below, or you can actually DM me on Instagram, and I'll be very happy to help you out. We do use Google Drive for storing our links and also storing any information relative to this workflow. As I showed you before, I do paste my links into here, and what it does, it retrieves a first link, which is on number 2, it summarizes it and then it deletes it. So then the next link will go forward. So you can actually just go and upload all your links in here if you have many of them, and it will just automatically summarize them one by one. And in my automation here, I run it every 12 hours. Every 12 hours it should retrieve the link and upload it to Instagram. Alright, so the next step is actually to summarize these articles. Once we retrieve the information from the Google Drive, we give it to Perplexity. And Perplexity is a wonderful tool which can actually access those links and retrieve any content from those. And I'm giving this simple prompt to this AI model with a link with the URL of the article which I would like to summarize it for it. And I'm going to show you how to get the API key from Perplexity. When you are creating the connection, it will ask you for the API key, and you just go to your account and you just go settings, you go API, and then there's a bounds that you should put some amount here so you can use those API calls. And then here's the API key which you can just copy and paste it to make.com. After we created the summary of the article, we will pass it to OpenAI AI assistant, which will create avatar script. And this is the same way we create an API key, and then we will upload it to make a connection. But the most important step in here is the system instructions. It took me several hours to set up all this AI assistant with the right instructions. You can just copy and paste these instructions to your own workflow. After you created the script from Playground, it will upload it to HeyGen. And HeyGen is a very nice tool that can create a personal AI avatar, and personally I found this is one of the best tools on the market. There is another tool which is called Synthesia, which does even better job than HeyGen, but Synthesia is very restricted. So when you're uploading a lot of content through Synthesia, it will have a lot of manual reviews by the staff, which can take forever to be ready. And also it has a lot of policies which most likely your AI avatar script will just be rejected. So just go with HeyGen, and this will very simplify the workflow process for you. One thing I would like to mention about the agent is that it lacks of voice recreation. The avatar videos are very realistic, but the voice sounds very robust. I found this application which you can directly integrate with HeyGen. It is called 11 Labs, and if you use this plan, they have professional voice cloning feature, and it actually creates your voice very accurately. So you will just record your audio for at least 30 minutes and it will give you very accurate and realistic digital replica of your voice. I highly recommend to use this service for voice cloning with a agent. After we requested agent to generate a video, we'll wait for 600 seconds for it to be generated. Then we will use the video ID to retrieve all the metadata from the video, which also includes the captions. And the captions will include the script that Avatar is saying, which we will use to create those animations. And it also will include the timestamp, so we can apply those animations at the right time in the video. This is a very important step in this process. And once we retrieve those captions, it will actually have a binary data. So in order to retrieve that binary data, we will have to convert it to string. And here is the method that you can use to convert it to string. So the AI assistant, which will generate our animation descriptions, will understand the message. Okay, so after we pass those avatar caption to AI assistant, this AI assistant will create animation descriptions. And here's the system instruction, which is you can just copy and paste to your own workflow. I found it is fine for my reels to have maximum of 4 animations per video or fewer, but if you wanted to increase it or decrease it, you can just change this number accordingly. I found that if you have more animations per video, you will spend a lot more money to create those animations, because those animation models are pretty expensive. So another very important step in this process is that you would like to have a response format in JSON schema, and you can also copy this JSON schema to your workflow. This basically will provide the output with timestamp and descriptions separately, which I can show you in a moment. So once we create our descriptions, we will start storing those information in a Google Drive. But before we start storing them, we can clear the previous stored information so it will not get overwritten or simply messed up. So here is my Google Sheet where I have 4 sheets and where I maintain those information. The first one is AI News, where I store all my links to be summarized and retrieved by the automation. Then I store all my avatar information in here. I have my video ID, caption URL, video URL, video captions URL, and I do have my animation sheet where I store all this information, which has a start time, description, animation video, image URL, and animations ID, as well as Instagram captions, which just basically store the captions of the Instagram reel. So before we proceed forward, we'll just delete all these rows to clear up and put a new information here. And here we delete the animation sheet from the range of these numbers, and here we delete our information about the avatar. After we cleared those rows, we will save AI avatar video information to our Google Drive, and then we will start to iterating through all the descriptions that AI assistant created for us. So if we will have 4 animation, it will iterate 4 times, if it's 3 times, and so on. It will take the first description and it will create an image. So we will create an image first, because we can use that image to create an animation, and the results will be more accurate and much better compared if we are going to use just a description to create an animation video. I'm using a tool which is called Pi API to create images and animations. So this tool allows us to access multiple APIs of different services. For example, for images I'm using Flux, and for video animation creation I'm using Kling. And this service allow us to access those services for a little bit of cheaper price compared to general pricings. They do some negotiations with the service providers and provide slightly cheaper place to use them. As well, it has a little bit convenient feature that you can just have one account and you can access multiple services only using this API, which is also simplified the process. After we created our image, we'll wait for 100 seconds for the image to be generated. Then we will get our URL of the image and we will use it to create our animation video. So for animations, I'm using the model which is called Kling, and this is a very popular and well-known model. This is actually one of the best models on the market right now to generate AI videos. And this is the API code that I'm using with the prompt, the aspect ratios, and which is you can reuse it in your own workflow. After we requested those animations to be generated, we will wait for 300 seconds for those animations to be generated. By the way, it's usually not a good way to use sleep models for any type of automations. It's usually better to use iterations or webhooks, but for this simple workflow, this is totally fine. And then we will store those video link automations in our Google Drive. So after we saved all our information in the Google Drive, then we're going to retrieve all our animations, including the start time, and aggregate them into one JSON. We're going to use this JSON in our next API call, which will merge all these videos. Let me give you an example. So this is a scenario that I ran a few days ago, and as you can see here, we're retrieving the information from our Google Drive where we have our start time and we also have our links to the videos. So we have 5 animations here and we are saving them into one JSON. Each video has a start time and it has also the video link. Then we're going to use this tool which is called ShotStack to merge these videos. And this tool is very reasonably priced. It has a lot of different functionalities, but it does a very good job at merging the videos. I'm going to show you how the API call looks like. So we're taking all of our aggregated JSON animations and we're pasting them into this array. And it has other information such as width and height and output. We will give an API call for the video to be merged. While those videos are being generated, we also are going to send the summary of the article to our AI assistant, which will create Instagram caption. And I will upload the instructions for this AI assistant into the video, into the description of this video. So this is basically will create the caption with the relative Instagram hashtags and also call to action to a comment or give a thoughts in the comments. We will clear our previous caption and we will save our current caption in Google Sheet. After this automation will be finished, the final stage of this automation will be cleaning the used article link, so we can use the next article link in our queue. One thing which is very important to mention, when we are sending an API request to ShotStack API, it will also provide us a hook. So once those videos are merged and also uploaded to my personal Google Drive, it will notify make.com that our videos are ready to be used in the next workflow. The final workflow or scenario is to upload our content to Instagram. So we set up a webhook which we created in our ShotStack API. We will use a module which is called webhooks that will receive a request from ShotStack that our videos are ready. We will also retrieve our information from Google Sheets, which are going to be our Instagram captions. We're going to post all this information to our Instagram and make sure that when you are posting those Instagram reels that you are using a professional Instagram account. So if you have a personal account, it will not work. You will have to convert it to a professional Instagram account. And we will simply just specify our video URL and our captions that our AI assistants created. And this will be end of our workflow. Again, I will upload the scenario in the description under this video. And if you have any questions, go ahead and comment. And you can also DM me on Instagram. I can help you with any questions to this workflow. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so I can upload more content like this in the future. But for now, I hope you enjoy your day.